We're Davis High, and you're watching Game Night.
A KSL Sports Beat presentation. Game Night Live kicks off now. Presented by Subway Restaurants. Subway, where the winners eat.
And hi there, everybody. Welcome to Game Night Live. Jeremiah, week 2 of the high school football season, and we had plenty of great matchups.
Yeah, it was a loaded schedule. Plenty of drama as well. The best finish of the night was in Utah County. Maple Mountain and Corner Canyon came down to the final play. Maple Mountain, of course, is led by BYU commit Jaron Hall at quarterback. You want to know why BYU loves him? We're going to show you right now. He had an incredible night, first quarter, and he is off and running. Goes untouched down the sideline for a touchdown. Well, the Chargers are a very good team, and they would come right back. Hayden Borg at quarterback. He's going to find Nate Cutler. And Cutler's got himself a touchdown. The Chargers take the lead 24-13. But Maple Mountain would rally. Fourth quarter, 4 minutes left to go in the game. Hall will take off again. Look at this guy run. Remind you a little bit of Britton Covey. Look at these moves. Look at these moves.
Did he step out of bounds?
We'll take a look at that in a second. This is a 60-yard touchdown run. The Eagles would take the lead 25-24 with 4 minutes left to go in the game. Let's take a look back at that. There's green in between the two. That's good. That's a touchdown.
My mistake.
He stayed in bounds. Corner Canyon comes right back. Chargers won't go away. They get the score. Borg to Hunter Smith to regain the lead 30-25. Now 8 seconds left. Last chance for the Eagles. Hall looking, and he finds someone. It's James Wilson for the game-winning touchdown. Maple Mountain wins 31-30 in a thriller.
Off rough, I made quite a few mistakes, as you all saw. But, I mean, we got back in halftime. My team told me the whole time in the locker room, you know, hey, you're the best on the team. You're our leader, you know. Just go do your thing. We're going to back you up. You know, I got that confidence in myself. You know, I had to pull through for my team. That's what I did second half. I mean, we have all the tools. We have a great line this year, great receivers, great defense. And I mean, if we keep working and show the heart we did today, we'll have a good chance to make it a long ways this year.
All right, let's go Morgan, South Summit, and Camas. Straight to OT. South Summit with the ball first. Missed the field goal, though, so it's Morgan's turn. Trojans 3rd and long. They're going for the end zone, but it's picked up by Matt Lee. And Matt Lee, is he going to go all the way back to end this thing? No. Back to the 15. We go to double OT. 4th and short for the Cats. Nicholas Beasley on the QB keeper. Picks up the first down. Save drive. 4th down again for South Summit. Isaac Tillett punches it in. Extra point good. 14-7 South Summit. Morgan's turn now. 4th and 8. Last chance for the Trojans. Here it comes. There it goes. South Summit defense. Dominating performance in the win. 14-7 your final.
All right, watch the Fremont cheerleaders on the left. Actually, we don't have that play. I won't even show it to you. We're just going to go right to the touchdown. This guy in for Hunter Albert throws this pass to Simi Fahoko. Albert in for Drew Jensen, who's injured. Sione Lund scores. Brighton takes a 7-0 lead. Fremont comes right back with a big play of their own. Fremont quarterback Saxton Morby throws a simple out to Hayes Hadley. He turns it into a 46-yard catch and run for a touchdown to even the score. Back comes Brighton. Albert airing it out again. Guess who? Simi Fahoko. He takes it all the way this time. 71 yards for the touchdown. Bengals led 14-7 after 1. You know who else can make plays? Saxton Morby. Look at this. Brighton thought they had him sacked. Somehow he eludes defenders, turns it into a positive play. Later in the possession, Braxton Porter is going to take it into the end zone to even the score. Sione Lund scored again to give Brighton the lead. Fremont gets a big break here. The punt is blocked by Caleb Hahn. He recovers, and he scores, too. The extra point is no good. Remember that.
I'm remembering.
And Brighton leads by 1 at the half. Let's go to the fourth quarter. Brighton's defense makes a big play. They force a fumble. Kimball Reese picks it up, and he's gone. 41 yards for the fumble return. Down 8, Fremont's going to drive down the field. Morby to Hadley again. He's in for 6. Down 2, they choose to go for 2. Look at this formation.
The Daffy Duck.
Interesting. Did it work? No. The Bengal defense isn't fooled. The Bengals recover the onside kick, and without Drew Jensen, their leader, they win on the road at Fremont.
Somebody just had a pancake for dinner last night.
Yes, they did.
Orem and Spanish Fork went back and forth all night. Fourth quarter, Orem up 21-19, driving for the dagger when momentum would shift quickly. Rack and Van Buren Picked off, Mace Funa taking it back 80 yards, but hold on a second. Van Buren would gather himself, comes right back, finds Parker Wollaston, touchdown. Orem coming back, and what a dramatic finish. 28-25 your final. All right, our Game Night Live crew was at Timpview last night. T-Birds, three-time defending 4A champs, ranked #1 in the state, hosting Lone Peak. Both teams coming off blowout wins in the opener. The Knights knew that they were underdogs, but as we saw on our live broadcast on KSL.com, they did not play like it.
First play from scrimmage for Timpview. He's going deep, and it's caught. It's caught by Timpview's Fielding Wallace, and Wallace has a touchdown. And just like that, the T-Birds up 7-0. But Lone Peak would come right back. Seth Corey earning this touchdown. That tied it at 7. In the second quarter, Gunther's going to throw across the middle. McChesney's got it. Touchdown. Touchdown, Lone Peak. Talmadge Gunther. 10 yards to Jackson McChesney. So we come to the end of the first half, and somewhat of a surprise here. The Lone Peak Knights lead the #1 Timpview T-Birds 14-7. Second play of the third quarter. Nevis is going to throw. Now he's going to try to run it out. Intercepted. Intercepted by Lone Peak. Touchdown. Britton Betteridge, 9-yard pick six.
Dude, I looked up. It was right there, and I went in.
Next possession for the Knights. The handoff to McChesney, and Jackson McChesney is in for the touchdown, his second touchdown of the night. And the Lone Peak Knights starting a rout over the #1 T-Birds. Lone Peak builds a 28-7 lead, but on Timpview's next possession, Nevis out in the flat, got his receiver, touchdown, Najad Arshad. That cut the lead to 14. Then in the fourth, Talmadge Gunther headed to the goal line. Talmadge Gunther has a 12-yard touchdown for the Lone Peak Knights, and that could do it. And that would do it. Lone Peak upsets Timpview 35-14.
It was awesome. I loved every part about it. We played really well, offensive and defensively.
It's something to build on the rest of the year, something that we can definitely use to motivate ourselves to keep winning, go for our goal, which is, like everyone else's, is the state championship.
Emotional, man, especially when our team has worked all summer long for this, and it's huge, man, really emotional.
Lone Peak is for real. Well, Rod Wells has done a great job at Taylorsville, turning a once struggling program into a winner. One win that has eluded the program, though, is a win against the Davis Darts. Darts Riley Smith's going to start things off in this highlight with a spectacular 73-yard touchdown run. You're probably thinking I'm talking about the wrong play. No. There he goes. Stopped at the line of scrimmage for what looked to be a short gain. Smith kept his legs churning and spun out of 3 tackles to take it down the sidelines for the score. And Davis, they take a big 28-7 lead over Taylorsville. Freshman quarterback Dane Leatuala throws an incredible back corner of the end zone pass. Anthony Salazar with an even better catch. Elevates, makes a catch, toe taps his way to 7. Taylorsville down 2 touchdowns. Heavy hitting all game long. Check out this. Oh! Eddie Amu. Matt Beecher on the losing end of that one. But hey, give Matt some credit, man. He pops right back up. Worth watching a few times since nobody got hurt. Davis senior Callan Fisher was awesome all game long. Accounted for 4 of 5 touchdowns, 2 passing, 2 rushing, and a 75-yard touchdown. Faked everybody out. Davis rolls 38-20. Welcome to 5A, Roy. The Royals open the season on the road against Jordan, a team that had 730 yards of total offense in week 1. But Roy's Thunder and Lightning backfield are tough to stop. Matty Matuatia with a big gain. Moments later, Roy brings in the Thunder. Baby T at Tawadi. The score is even at 7. Next possession, Baby T scores again, and Roy has the lead on the road. Big baby. He is a big baby. Jordan would soon answer, though. Drew Lisk going up top. Isaiah Jackson's got it. It's a 50-yard gain. It sets up a score. Crew Wakely makes 3 guys miss and gets into the end zone to even the score at the half. Let's go to the third quarter. Alec Evans for Jordan gives them a lead with a 6-yard touchdown run. Another Baby T score, ties it again, but Jordan takes the lead for good here. Lisk to Spencer Curtis, who dives into the end zone. Curtis had 9 catches, 138 yards, and Jordan holds off Roy.
Cache Valley rivalry, Skyview and Logan. Bobcats now in 5A, Logan in 3AA. Skyview's Garrison Beach. He'll take it up, right up the middle. That's a 31-yard touchdown. Then Beach going to the air, finds his favorite target, Brock Mortensen, 8-yard TD. 14-0 Bobcats after one. After a Grizzlies fumble, Skyview back to the ground game. Mason Ty, first of 2 touchdowns. Then right before the half, it's Beach again, finding Mortensen again. Skyview dominating Logan. 42-6 is your final.
If you like defense, we have the game for you. Herriman hosting Bingham. This Herriman pass is tipped, and Ethan Erickson comes out of nowhere to intercept the pass. Herriman can play defense too. Noah Vaea forced 3 turnovers last week, had that stop and another pick against Bingham. Here's his interception right here. This is all the offense we could find. Keaton Torrey to Braden Cosper, who gets around the edge, and he's off to the races. That's going to set up a field goal to make it 6-0 Bingham, and that's all the scoring you need when your defense is as good as Bingham was on Friday night. The Miners keep finding ways to win games. Herriman has to be the best 0-2 team in the state.
No doubt about that. Juan Diego, Soaring Eagle, hosting Manti. First series of the game, Alex Hoffman off the fake. Brandon Alex wide open, 52-yard touchdown. 1 minute left in the first half. Juan Diego not running out the clock. Fake. It's pretty good. Fakes everybody out. There's Hoffman to Zach Hoffman. 70 yards. 21-0 lead at the half. Soaring Eagle picks a shutout against Manti.
Desert Hills has dedicated their season to Nephi Sewell. He broke his neck last Friday, had to have surgery, but that didn't keep him from supporting his teammates. The Thunder hosting Foothill, Nevada, and it was the Nick Wormsley show. He ran for 3 touchdowns. This one a 43-yard score. He also threw for 3 more. The Thunder rolls 50-6, the final.
I like Garth Brooks' Thunder rolls. Did you even know that?
And the lightning strikes.
Yeah, all right, we have more highlights on the way.
Bring it up, get some water, here we go, team.
And the Ogden Tigers have declared independence. Why and what does it mean? The answer is when we come back.
You're what? Oh, I got nervous. I got nervous. It's Friday night. You're on. Oh, I can't do this. This is JD Athletics, and you're watching Game Night Live.
All right, we're looking for your photos from your game each week. Share your photos on SportsBeat. Oh, Jeremiah.
That's scary.
On our SportsBeat
Facebook
page
TV.
using hashtag KSL Game Night. These are just a few of the photos that were sent in from last night's game. All right, Box Elder lost a heartbreaker in Logan to Logan in double overtime in week 1. Syracuse lost to Eastland in the opener. Titans and Bees hooking up last night in Brigham City. Titans were cruising in the first half. The pass set up 2 touchdown runs, giving Syracuse a 14-3 halftime lead. Box Elder trying to rally. Jerem Meekum. Going to BYU commit Darius McFarland. That's what you call rumbling down the sideline. 34 yards, cuts the Titans lead to 3. However, the Bees would run out of time. Syracuse leaves Box Elder with a win.
Judge hosting Woods Cross. All Cats in this one. The defense set the tone early. They get the first score of the game in the second quarter. The deflection sets up Jeremy Sperry for a 30-yard pick 6. Then the offense kicks in. Ian Saline is going to take this one 40 yards for the score. Woods Cross takes down Judge on the road for their first win of the year.
1A, 2A battle in Colville. Deshane and North Summit. Low-scoring first half. Deshane, though, finally breaking things up. The second quarter, Carson Reinhardt finds Wyatt Rimond for 6. But the Braves will score a 2-point conversion in the fourth to come away with the 15-14 win.
Hurricane hosting Union, and the Cougars threatening to pull the upset, but the Tigers take control in the fourth quarter. Jacob Carr carries the ball 21 times for 158 yards and 4 touchdowns. And then the Tigers end up putting the game away with a pass. Josh Parker to Kyler Blackmore. The Tigers survive in this one, 32-21. The Ogden Tigers football program was hoping a move down from 4A to 3AA in the latest realignment would level the playing field for their struggling football program. Instead, they were placed in 4A and Region 5 with powerhouse programs like Highland, East, Bountiful, and Woods Cross. Instead of competing against those teams with double the participation and funding, the Ogden School District made a drastic decision to help rebuild their football program. The Tigers declared independence.
Just kind of upset that we don't have the participation out here and that we have to go through this.
We're in a new world. It's an interesting place. So
that new world is independence, a world head coach Kent Taylor and his players don't want to be in.
We don't have the number of kids that we should have based on our enrollment, and it turned into a safety issue. When you're playing kids Thursday night both ways, and then you need some of those guys to play substantial minutes on a Friday night too, it makes it a little bit crazy, for sure, a little unsafe.
Ogden has just 50 players in the program. That's comparable to 3A and some 2A schools. Such low participation prompted the school district to make this decision.
Obviously, you want your kids to compete no matter what, no matter where they're at, but when the playing field's not that level, you crush spirits, and that's, as a coach, that's really hard to deal with. Too hard to deal with in some cases. So.
A lack of participation isn't the only issue affecting the program. Economics play a huge role. Poverty affects many players on the team. A lack of funding from the school district and community support is also a factor in the struggle. The city of Ogden doesn't fund a Little League program.
The city needs to step in, and I know they have a lot on their plate too, but still, you want to be successful, you want to have good high school teams, you need feeders, and Little League is where it starts.
That fine line of who has what and needs to be balanced on a district level, and some districts are stronger than others too, so that becomes a very difficult thing.
Rob Cuff is president of the Utah High School Activities Association.
This gives them a chance to increase their number of participants. Perhaps more will come out because they're successful, and then in 2 years maybe they're ready to participate on a regional level.
The UHSAA has looked at different models to take socioeconomics and program success into consideration, but those measures didn't pass in the latest realignment.
If you don't look at enrollment and you have a big school that's struggling in socioeconomics and then all of a sudden they're winning, then the first thing people and opponents are going to do is say they're a big school, they shouldn't be in that classification.
Let's not just sit on enrollment and hope that that's going to be the fix-all, because it's not. I know they have a hard job. They'd already discussed it. They'd already had a vote where they were going to use different criteria to create their regions. It broke down.
Cuff says the UHSAA is already studying the issue further for the next realignment in 2017.
One of the assignments that the realignment committee gave to the staff was to research what other states are doing in this way.
Until then, there's only one thing the Tigers can do to improve their situation.
Win.
And so I think if we start winning and we start showing the school and kids that don't want to come out here and play because we're not winning right now, that if we are winning, then they'll come out and they'll want to be a part of that.
Just don't worry about it. You just shut it out, play for your brothers, have pride for our school, and just go out there and fight every Friday.
Prime Time Performers, brought to you by Mr. Mac, dressing you for prime time.
All right, we had a lot of great choices. Maple Mountain quarterback Jaron Hall, 212 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. He also had 15 carries, 175 yards. And he threw the game-winning touchdown pass with 8 seconds left to beat Corner Canyon in dramatic fashion last night.
Dixie running back Trey Miller with another big game, 208 yards rushing and a touchdown in Dixie's 56-10 win over Mojave, Arizona.
Pro Bowl quarterback Viliami Longy, how's this for efficiency? 18 of 20, 249 yards, 4 touchdowns in the 38-6 win over Payson. Our favorite time of the show is coming up next.
It is.
The highlight reel when we come back.
We are the students of Skyview High, and you're watching Game Night!
Thank you, Thor. Each week, our Game Night Live crew is vining out the best highlights as they happen on Twitter. And on Saturday's show, the Vine with the most loops will be our Vine of the Week. This week, it was no contest. Jaron Hall's game winner with almost 25,000 loops. That's your Vine of the Week. Search the hashtag KSL Game Night to find more of the best plays from Friday night.
All right, well, this week definitely provided us with plenty of great plays and even more drama.
Yes, Rod, this is the part of the show where I try to come up with something witty to introduce the highlight reel.
We're students of Logan High.